Edmonton Impact is getting closer to their goal of winning tournaments, finishing second to Damage in Riverside just 2 months ago. The team brought in stars Justin Rabikoff, Dave Baines, and Greg Sewers this year to revamp an already strong roster. They've been consistently solid all season long, with great performances by Tim Montrosser, Ryan Moorhead, and Justin Cornell, as well as the Yakmek brothers and the recent imports. Impact is the most aggressive team in the top 5 by far, and they are always entertaining to watch. With all the weapons at their disposal, look for them to bring a full field attack. Impact has a very real chance of winning the World Cup, with no holes in their lineup and a strong will to win that has only been heightened by the loss to Damage in the finals at the last event. Impact is one of the most professional teams in the world, and many insiders believe that they will finally fulfill their promise and win the World Cup. San Antonio X Factor has been a team on a mission for the past 2 seasons. A mission to reclaim their standing as one of the best teams in the world and to win events again like they did when they first came into the PSP. But so far, it's been a mission that is yet to be accomplished. The core of the team has been together for a long time, with stars Archie Montemayor and Colt Roberts leading the aggressive charge. Grayson Goff has really stood out the past 2 seasons and is one of the best players on the team. Though they've been hunting for a few consistent front snake attackers the past few seasons, veteran Billy Bernaccia and rookie Dimitri Ninos have emerged as their go-to guys, and Scott Kemp played well on the D side in Riverside. They took 3rd at the World Cup last year, and there's no one but themselves stopping them from doing better this year.
All right, we are going into the last match of the day here at World Cup. X Factor is going to be battling out Impact. I have Archie Montemayor from X Factor here with me. Archie, Impact has been playing really strong all weekend long. How are you guys feeling going into this one?
Really confident. We really feel like we're playing at a real high level, and if we stay out of the box, we play like we've been playing, we should hopefully come out with a victory.
This is the best we've seen you guys play all season long. What's making the difference? How did you make that change and play at this high level?
Probably a little bit of, our whole roster stepped up for the event. If you look down the statistics, everybody's playing well. That's huge. We've stayed for the most part out of the box, which is also big. That's plagued us all year, basically. And, other than that, we're playing solid. We're playing as a unit. And anytime you do that, we've been playing together for 10 years, together. So you do that, it kind of shows out there. And we've just been playing really, really smart, clean.
Besides staying out of the box, what little mistakes do you guys need to avoid to make sure you get this win?
Probably managing breakouts. You don't want to give Impact any stupid plays where they can shoot 2 or 3 of us off the break. So we really have to make sure the plays we're calling are the right ones and not give them any free points basically off the break. So.
Coach Ryan Brand is #1 for fantasy paintball right now because he has all of you guys on his roster. How does that feel?
It feels good. It's kind of funny, but he was kind of calling it earlier this week. He's like, "Yeah, we do well. There's nobody will have all of our guys." And I mean, whatever. Good for him if he wins. If we win and he wins, that's great. I mean, that's a nice bonus.
I'm beating myself up for not doing the same thing right now. But are there specific players that you guys are looking out for going into this that you want to make sure you shoot off the break or get early on?
No, not really. I mean, at this level of the game, everybody's a real threat, so you kind of can't really focus too much on any one individual player. You just got to try to maybe key up on certain spots and try to shoot those guys off the break, but as far as one person or 2 people, no, not really.
If you had to predict, are these going to be long points, or are we going to see a lot of fast, aggressive points going on?
I think if you asked anybody, it's going to be a slow grinder.
I thought so. All right, well, it's going to be Impact versus X Factor. It'll be good, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back. We are just minutes away from the last match of the day here in Florida, World Cup. I'm talking with Tim Montrosser of Impact. Now, the stands are packed. People are cheering. There's a lot of excitement going on. How are you guys feeling going into this?
We're feeling pretty good. We played really solid so far. This is a really important game for us because not only can we win the World Cup, we can win the series title. But I think we've been playing really, we've actually been able to play a patient, aggressive game, which despite that being an oxymoron, I think we've actually pretty much epitomized that by being slow when it matters, but aggressive when we really need to go. So we're feeling really good.
You've been pretty consistent this weekend, controlling the pace of each point and really being cohesive across the field. You had one match where you didn't win against Damage. What were those little mistakes you made that you're avoiding this time around?
Well, the game against Damage was kind of just one of those fluke games. We were already in. We kind of didn't take it as serious unfortunately, as we should have. But, we didn't shoot anybody on the go. We kind of died of our spots a little sloppy, but we fixed that this morning, so we're good to go.
All right, this match is just around the corner. Stay tuned. We just have these commercials, and then you'll see Impact and X Factor battle it out for the title.
So welcome back here. This is it. This is what we have all been waiting for, the 2013 PSP World Cup Champions Division Final. And you're looking at what's at stake right now. The most important title in the paintball world is at stake. The two teams throwing down right now, San Antonio X Factor and Edmonton Impact. These two teams fought long and hard to get here. Interesting stories, of course, from both teams. Edmonton Impact, superstar roster, rebuilt for 2013. They took second place in the last event. On the flip side, San Antonio X Factor, you want to talk about a story? Wow, San Antonio X Factor has earned their way into the finals here at the World Cup, and they couldn't be more excited. And wow, I'm so excited to be here myself. I'm Matty Marshall with Todd Martinez and Chris Lasoya. Todd, what do you think about this matchup?
You know, we've been watching X Factor all year, and we know that they are a talented team that is capable of winning tournaments. They've been plagued by penalties all season, but they right the ship, and now they're out here, observed their way, got to the finals, and now they are ready to see if they can make their mark. Edmonton Impact has been the bridesmaid all year, and they are coming out here knowing that they are capable of winning this event as well, and we are going to see a collision course right in the middle of this field right here, 2013 World Cup.
Chris, what are you thinking, man? You've been picking Impact all year long, and rightfully so with the lineup that they have. There's no reason they shouldn't be winning tournaments. What do you think?
It's a hard pick right now, man. X Factor, the last game they played, amazing, man. I mean, if they can stay out of the penalty box, it's not going to be any competition. Right now, I can't even pick right now because there's such good matchups right now.
Well,
Bill Bernaccia, J Rab. I mean, in the middle, we got. I don't know what to say right now.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what.
I want to pick Impact, however.
Yeah, well, you're right. Look, San Antonio X Factor has played a lot of great paintball to get to this spot, but they had to fight through some adversity. Impact on the other side, I think Impact throughout the semifinals looked a little bit better, but man, you want to talk about. It's always, you can't count the scrappers out. And talk about scrappers, that's San Antonio X Factor. Their sole purpose in life, in their paintball life, has been to get to this exact moment that we're about to see in just about exactly a minute. And that is playing in front of the world stage in the most important game of the paintball world. They're playing against a superstar team. These are the event placings that these guys have had. The best that Impact has done was second in 2006. That was a long time ago. And San Antonio X Factor took third last year. And then it's been a much better year, obviously, for Edmonton Impact. Third, fourth, 2/3, a second, and a fourth. And San Antonio X Factor has struggled a little bit, but doesn't matter. All that's behind them. All that matters right now is that in about 30 seconds, these two teams are going to throw down to see who we crown the 2013 PSP World Cup title holders.
You know what's funny, though, Matty, is I was standing outside. I was coming here to see you. There are people begging to get to the stands. Hey, can you get me in? It's like a club, like my club.
Yeah.
You can't get into the stands right now. It's standing room only, sold out show. Everybody wants to get in right now.
They're literally, when you're talking about standing room, not only is everybody standing up here in the stands, but all the space here right on the sidelines is also taken too. So here we go, split screen breakout. X Factor on your left-hand side, Impact on your right, and right off the break, it looks like X Factor loses a body, Todd.
Yeah, X Factor came in hard, shot Justin Cornell on the break, going to the Snake Side Temple, but they also lost Archie Montemayor coming out here to the Snake Side. Colt Roberts gets shot as well for X Factor, and he comes walking off the field early.
And Billy Bernaccia in the Snake right now for X Factor, and behind him, number 44, Grayson Golf, going to town. You can see right there, Billy Bernaccia, one of the best Snake players in the game.
Well, Billy Bernaccia is such a crucial player for San Antonio X Factor. They needed a consistent one on the Snake side of the field. They picked up Bernaccia to do that job. This year, he's definitely had a much better year than it did in 2012. At World Cup last year, he played out of his mind, and they took third place. Now, here we go. The whole team X Factor stepped up. And they have Grayson Goss, Scotty Kemp, who's had a big event for them, but they're looking at 4 Impact players right now.
Impact pushing up the Dorito side hard right now. Josh Wilmette's going to go running into the 50 Dorito. He's got Corey Bornstein behind him, but Scott Kemp dies off the Dorito side for X Factor, so nobody over there to stop Impact from coming down the Dorito side of the field. Just 2 bodies left alive. Billy Bernaccia and Grayson Goff sitting in Snake 1 and Snake 3.
Oh, and it looks like
Billy Bernaccia taking the shot.
Yeah, Billy Bernaccia getting dinked out of that 50-yard line there in Snake 3. So it's just Grayson Goff left. He has a confirmed kill. Billy got one too, but that's it for San Antonio X Factor. And it's going to be really tough right now for Grayson Goff. And there he is. He gets tapped out trying to move forward. First point, Edmonton Impact.
Wow, what a good game off the break. You know what? I think the key to this game right here is staying alive on the break. I mean, both these teams are shooting really well on the break. Both X Factor and Impact are shooting really well on the break, but stay alive, get in your spots, and see what you can do.
Well, it's going to be tough, man, because these guys have had all tournament long to hone those off-the-break shots, and we saw San Antonio X Factor struggling against Impact, and we saw that interview with Tim Montresor right before, and they have played that perfect combination of slow and aggressive at the same time. Slow when they need to, aggressive when they need to. We'll be right back after this. Do not go anywhere.
Dan, not this time. Sorry.
We got in trouble in the middle of that match because we lost our composure.
If you believe in yourself, okay, nothing can stop. If you know you're better than the other guy on the other side, that's all that counts.
That's exactly right.
Okay, it's as simple as that. It's all will.
We are back here looking on the field at San Antonio's starting lineup for point number 2. Grayson Goff, Scotty Kemp, Archie Montemayor, Todd Morrow. It's awesome that he's getting some playing time, and he's doing well for them at Colt Roberts. Check out ETV's The Roster, behind-the-scenes look at the entire year for San Antonio X Factor. How do they get here? Well, watch the show. You'll find out. Off the break, Edmonton Impact doubling up the back center stand-up can towards the Dorito side, and it looks like they are decimating San Antonio X Factor off the break. Both Archie Montemayor, Grayson Goff, and Todd Morrow come off the break. Not looking good for them.
Look at Justin Rabikoff, coast to coast, coming down the Snake side all the way, taking out number 45 right there. Colt Roberts getting smoked down.
Nice work by Justin Rabikoff and his boys from Edmonton Impact. And that seizing the opportunity right there. Edmonton Impact trying to close that, or did close that point out real fast.
Yeah, both teams went 3 guys to the Dorito side hard, but Edmonton Impact was able to shoot the one snake can that came out over here for X Factor, and then quickly shot other bodies off that Dorito side.
Yeah, and Justin Rabikoff has definitely been a killer, one of the kill leaders the entire year. Go to paintballaccess.com, check out all the statistics. Might have Justin on your fantasy team, and you know, he's a big talent, has been for years, really finding a home on Edmonton Impact, and definitely playing a solid role that last point for Edmonton Impact. So 18:05 to go, tons of time. X Factor, man, they have got to fight fire with fire. They need to work on their off-the-break shots and make that happen and try to shoot some Impact players off the break. We'll be right back after this.
The 2013 season of the CXBL has officially come to a close. Thanks to all the players and sponsors for once again making the CXBL one of North America's greatest leagues. Stay tuned to buypbl.com on Facebook. The 2014 season is just around the corner.
So this year, on paper, San Antonio X Factor not having the year that Impact had. Impact was pretty successful this year. They haven't won an event yet. But X Factor, both these teams real good at attacking. But on paper, again, from what we've seen in the results of the 4 tournaments leading up to the World Cup, Impact, you know, they have the advantage. But still, X Factor, the way they played so far to get to this final game, just really transcending their level of skills.
You know what? They're playing really, really well right now. On the breakout, you have, look at X Factor, Billy Bernaccia scrambling to that spot right there.
Well, he was able to make it out, but it looks like they lose. Dimitri Ninos trying to get up in the center, so Dimitri playing with 2 broken bones in his right hand, but he gets shot off the break. He hasn't played much of a role for him this event, but they gave him the spin. He doesn't get it done. He gets shot by Justin Cornell, but Joshua Met, Todd, shot off the break. It's 4-on-4 right now.
Yeah, he tried to run out to the Dorito corner on the break and just got chopped up, and it looked like Zane Yakimek might have just got shot in the pack from the Dorito side as well. It looks like Scotty Kemp is attacking hard into that 50 Dorito. There he goes. He shoots Corey Bornstein as well.
I was going to say a window might be opening for San Antonio X Factor, but they lose Dixon Yang, so it's 3-on-3 right now with Zach Yakmek, Corey Bornstein. But look at this. Here
Scotty
comes
Kemp.
Yeah, Scott Kemp dies, but Yakmek dies. Chaos all over here. Bodies dropping all over the place. And off of that chaos, here comes Justin Cornell. He gets eaten up. And here we go. San Antonio X Factor and a major penalty. A major penalty, a red flag thrown in the air by Justin Cornell. He tries to beat X Factor to the box, not able to do it.
The red bird of death
has struck again.
Hey, as you said, like you called Scotty Kemp's number, and the last thing I saw was a shoe.
Yeah, Scotty Kemp
you, man.
really worked on his speed, and he has 3 confirmed kills. He's actually the kill count leader for San Antonio X Factor. They're going to go up 1 right now, but great job by Billy Bernaccia and Scott Kemp to stay alive in that point. And Justin Cornell drawing that major penalty right there. Wow. So here's the opportunity for San Antonio X Factor to get back in this matchup. Can they take advantage of this power play? We'll be right back after these messages.
A&S Gear is having their World Cup Super Sale. We've got A&S pods for half off. A&S gas tanks starting as low as $99.95. We've got swabs so cheap that you can throw them away. You can get Nelson paint arriving at your door, $31.95. Jerseys, we've got them starting at $4.95. And pants, starting at $29.95. Shop now at ansgear.com and don't miss out on the biggest paintball sale ever.
All right, we are back here. Edmonton Impact getting ready to roll for this next point. They are going to have Justin Cornell in the box for the next 2 minutes on that major penalty that he got. So this is San Antonio X Factor's chance as they field Goff, Montemayor, Kemp, and Kemp has 5 confirmed kills. Wow, Scotty Kemp really came to play here in the finals. Todd, he really stepped up that last point.
Yeah, Scotty Kemp saw the Dorito side get blown and instantly attacked it, got about 2 or 3 Gs, and just blew the game right open. So on the power play right now, X Factor unable to shoot anybody on the break, but they do get Colt Roberts on a long route all the way up into the A right away, so he should be able to pick off a side. But Archie Montemayor getting shot on the break, coming out here to the Dorito side. Just Todd Morrow on the Snake side for X Factor.
That is exactly what Impact wanted to happen. They needed to G somebody up off the break, and they shot arguably the best player on X Factor, Archie Montemayor. So it's 4-on-4 right now.
Unbelievable right now. Look at the field position. Colt Roberts right behind Todd Morrow, number 58. Number 58, Todd Morrow has been on fire this weekend. 44, Grayson Golf. I saw Colt Roberts' parents actually over in the VIP earlier, supporting his family. Colt Roberts is doing my job. I'm kind of jealous. But look at Justin Rabakoff just sitting on his, you know, they're in the driver's seat right now, 2-1 in favor of
Impact. And
I mean, 2-1 favor Impact.
Yeah, well, the thing with San Antonio X Factor, right now they got Colt Roberts up in the center, and it looks like Big Dave Baines getting shot out of his spot there. That's a huge kill. It takes that gun off of here, because what Dave Baines has been doing is isolating one side or the other. He's been shooting lots of paint towards the Snake side during this event and shooting players off the break. Here comes Colt Roberts in the center. You can see on the left-hand portion of your screen trying to get a shot on Yakmek.
Oh, Colt Roberts.
Oh,
Impact figures it out real quick, and Justin Rabakoff switches to the outside and squeezes the shot in heads up with Colt Roberts. Todd Morrow bumps over to the Dorito side, or to the Snake side temple. Edmonton Impact has Greg Sewers in the Dorito 1. Justin Rabakoff and Tim Montres are over here on the Snake side. Scotty Kemp is attacking that Dorito side for X Factor again, though, and he does have Grayson Goff with him in the big Dorito behind him.
Well, we got ourselves a game here as it looks like Rabakoff trying to clock in on the Snake side. It's 3-on-3. So anyone's point here, 15:03 to go. Better field position for Impact in the Snake, and here comes Rabakov starting his attack. He moves up into Snake 2, and then Impact gets their player out of the box. So Justin Cornell able to get out of that box. So it's Sewers, Montressor, Rabakov, and Cornell. It's 4-on-3 right now, Todd.
Yeah, Scotty Kemp, he's got a lane on Montressor in the back corner over there, but what he doesn't know is that Justin Rabakov is crawling up the Snake right now, has just got his way into Snake 3 and is backing up off of it, trying to put paint back in on Scotty, but Greg Sewers catches a mouthful of paint out of that Dorito 2 over there, the Dorito side temple.
Bad death for Greg Sewers, man. They had the high body situation right there. Need to capitalize on that, but Justin Rabakov, Chris clocking in over here on the Snake side.
Going to work right now. Justin Rabakov earning his money. And there goes the horn.
That's gonna do it. So Justin Rabakov, he's feeling the flow over here. Justin Rabakov is definitely doing work, and he stepped up, winning that point. 5 confirmed kills for him. He is the kill count leader. You know who's doing work? Scotty Kemp is stepping up for San Antonio X Factor, but it's not enough right now, man, as it looks like Edmonton Impact gonna go up another point here against X Factor. It's going to be 3-1, 14 left to go here. So who wants it more? Is it going to be X Factor? Is it going to be Impact?
I got to tell you, Matty, one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to put fuel on the fire. Justin Rabakov is the fire. He gave him fuel. You don't want to put fuel on the fire, man. You get him fucking going, and he's a mad hand.
Well, the thing with Justin Rabakov is that Justin Rabakov is such an amazing paintball player, and Justin Rabakov, he's been working so long, so hard in order to get to this position so he can have a chance to win another World Cup here. He's been on a lot of big teams. He was with Tampa Bay Damage not too long ago. As you're looking at the eye in the sky view here at the Fantasy of Flight, Polk City, Florida. Wow, such a big event here, over 400 teams from all over the world. And everyone here is now awaiting to see who is going to win this matchup between Edmonton Impact and San Antonio X Factor. 3-1 is the score. Let's check down with Lauren Kelly, the 4th member of our broadcast team.
I'm here with Greg Sewers of Impact. You guys just went into that last point with a penalty, but you held the field down and didn't let them get the advantage. What's the best strategy when you're in that situation?
Hide. Strictly hide. Work with the guy next to you and hide.
Well, you guys did hide, and they did not get the advantage. Great job. Let's get back to this match and see who takes the next point.
Greg Sewers, so eloquent.
so
eloquent,
exactly.
So well spoken. No, we love Greg Sewers, man. He's a really smart kid. But yeah, you're right. Hi. Good point. Here we go. Is it going to be Impact or X Factor? Todd, 14-10 on the clock. Looks like 5 alive for both teams.
Yeah, it looks like one of the X Factor players. I think Ninos coming out to the Dorito side can, caught a bounce on his shoulder, but he's still alive. All bodies on the field. Colt Roberts up and across to the Dorito 1, attacking right away. He's got Grayson Goff with him.
Billy Bernaccia coming off early for San Antonio X Factor. So 4 players for X Factor, 5 for Impact. And now that Impact has a 2-point lead, you're going to see them use that chameleon-like ability to slow the game down a little bit and force X Factor to push into them, especially now that they have 4 bodies alive.
Yeah, that's Justin Cornell and Zach Yakimek on your screen right there. Standing up at the Dorito side can is Zane Yakimek. The squad's been doing work for Impact all weekend. Corey Bornstein there in the Dorito 1. That's Colt Roberts has just made his move into the 50 Dorito for X Factor and immediately starts going to work on the Snake side of the field, forcing Justin Cornell to shoot back at him.
He's so quick, man. His moves are so quick, and you don't want to get him to 50 Dorito because he gets damaged for sure. And like I said, you know, Colt Roberts going to work on the D side. He is a very smart player, but very, very aggressive.
Well, you know, Colt Roberts, he's, like Impact was saying, calm, methodical, but really aggressive. That's Colt Roberts, man. Colt Roberts, he has a good ability to shift gears too, but he definitely plays best when pushing forward. He's in a good spot right now, trying to chop up Impact crossfield. Look at this, Yakmek taking the walk, evening up the body count right now. 4 players alive for both of these teams. Much better field position for San Antonio X Factor. They need to win this point. They need to start chopping away at this lead from Edmonton Impact. It's only a 2-point lead, man, so they can definitely do it, but it's going to be up to the rest of the boys from X Factor to help Colt out right now. He's in a good spot. Colt needs to stay alive, but X Factor needs to push up the field a little bit.
Yeah, getting in the Snake right now, you see Edmonton Impact getting the snake, like going to work.
Yeah, that's Justin Cornell right there sitting at snake 2, trying to counter Colt Roberts' move in that 50 Dorito. Colt Roberts was actually able to get a shot in on Zach Yakimak in the snake side can. So all even at 4 bodies right now. Goff, Ninos, Montemayor, as Ninos makes his bump across all the way from the Dorito side, finally makes it into snake 1 for X Factor to try and combat Justin Cornell in snake 2 for Edmonton Impact.
Todd, how big of a confidence does X Factor have in the rookie Dimitri Ninos? He's got 2 broken bones in his right hand. He's got a cast on that thing. But they put him out here in this crucial point. That's how much they trust his talent. He's now in snake 1. Let's see if he can produce something out of there. It's 4-on-4 still. Pretty equal field position over here on the snake side. A little bit better for Impact. They're in snake 2 with Justin Cornell. Here comes Colt Roberts. But I don't think he realizes that Justin Cornell.
Oh,
and he gets
nice
Justin
shot.
Cornell. I think he bounced him.
You see that shot?
Oh, Justin Cornell.
What a shot by JC.
Colt Roberts, I think, just flat out missed that shot. I think he had that shot. Todd, did you see that?
Yeah, I don't think he missed him. Justin freaked out because the crowd kind of started going crazy. But in that madness, Zane Yakimek gets shot. Corey Bornstein attacks the 50 once Colt vacates the premises. Here comes Archie Montemayor out of the snake side corner over to try and get a lane. And no, he does not get a shot on Corey Bornstein. So Bornstein in the 50 Dorito.
3 on.
Justin Cornell sitting in snake 2. And Impact still has 1 player in the Dorito corner over there. That's Joshua Met, as Joshua Met gets up and comes into the Dorito 1.
Snake battle on your screen right now. Dimitri Ninos still alive for San Antonio X Factor. Justin Cornell moving up there. You can see on the right-hand portion of your screen in better field position.
But
it's 3-on-3.
Bornstein getting shot, though. Oh, what a shot across the field.
So just 2 players left alive for Impact. So it's going to be up to San Antonio X Factor. The 3 players left alive for them with Montemayor, Ninos, and Goff. They need to close this point out here and pull within 1. 10 minutes and 14 seconds remain.
Man, Archie Montemayor just sees the field differently than most players. About 99% of the population squeezes over out of that corner, goes straight into that snake can and gets a shot in on Corey Bornstein. But Grayson Goff over there hiding, like Greg Sewers says, staying alive as Archie comes over to help him.
But 3-1 right now, Impact. What do you do if you're Impact right now? Do you sit back or you get down the field? I mean, they're in the snake right now. You can see on the snake side, X Factor going down. Ninos needs to make something happen.
Well, Ninos he's in the snake right now. The only person that's got a shot on him, well, he's got to deal with his mirror, or somebody, the guy in front of him too, but also on the Dorito side. And look at this big.
Grayson Goff is making a move right now down the field. He tries to go get Joshua Met.
Look at the move on the other side of the field right now.
Joshua Met is eliminated. The referees call Archie clean. So Grayson Goff makes the big move down the wire, forces Joshua Met out of the Dorito 1. Joshua Met comes into the open, and Grayson Goff gets him clean, makes it into the Dorito corner of Edmonton Impact side, and Justin Cornell in the confusion comes out, and he gets shot. And
what a point right there.
San Antonio X Factor right there, closing that point out. So very tense games here, very tense points here in this game.
Let's check out this replay here on the D side of the field. And there it is, X Factor pushing forward. And I think that was Grayson Goff there for San Antonio X Factor. And then they do a little do-si-do around that D side, that Dorito. And but it looks like Grayson Goff was able to get that shot in on him. So San Antonio X Factor is going to pull within 1 here. 3-2 is the score with 9 minutes and 1 second to go. Hopefully you got your fantasy roster in. Things are going down right now. Fantasy points are being scored. We're definitely going to have more fantasy coming at you for 2014. Man, what a game we have here. Very close matchup here in the final.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is everything we expected it to be. X Factor refusing to get up, refusing to give up, going down a little bit, but fighting back right now. And this line right here, I really like this line for Edmonton Impact. Justin Rabakoff firing on all cylinders right now with Ryan Moorhead, Greg Sewers, Dave Baines, and Tim Montresor coming on the field.
Yeah, and the event fantasy score leaders, so hopefully you had these guys, these 5 guys on your team.
I know you do, Maddie.
No, I have Damian Ryan, I had Fedorov, and that was it.
Well, that's enough to get us. Come on, look at that.
I checked. I'm not on the top score leader. Sorry. I tried. 9 minutes and 1 second to go here. Edmonton Impact 3, San Antonio X Factor 2. Sun starting to set here. Let's check out the top 10. the top 10 PBA fantasy teams. And there are they, man. I hope that if you're one of these guys right here, if you're, God, how do you even pronounce that? Killa Opti? Anyway, he's in first place trying to get that $3,000 die prize package for the top fantasy team. Edmonton Impact almost gets a false start there, but they lose a player off the break.
Yeah, Ryan Moorhead gets shot for Impact, going to that Dorito 1. 3 hard to the snake side for X Factor. 4 bodies for Edmonton Impact. Dave Baines and Greg Sewers in the Dorito side can. Justin Rabikoff here in the Snake Temple. And Tim Montresor in the snake side can. Justin Rabikoff trying to get shots across the field, along with Tim Montresor. Dave Baines just locking down that snake side from that Dorito can. That's Greg Sewers right there to his left from the VIP section of the field. We got Billy Bernaccia over here making his way into the Snake 1 for San Antonio X Factor. Colt Roberts fills from the Dorito side can out to the Dorito side corner to try and give his teammates some support. We got Grayson Goff attacking the middle of the field for X Factor and gets a shot in on Greg Sewers as he wraps around the Dorito side of the A. Just 3 bodies left alive now for Edmonton Impact.
San Antonio X Factor looking really good here on this point, calm and controlled. 7 minutes and 56 seconds remaining. They're only 1 point behind, so it's not like they're down a ton of points. Can Justin Rabikoff, Dave Baines, and Tim Montresor, 2 seasoned veterans, try to pull this point back from the brink? Or no, Dave Baines getting shot out of his spot.
RG Monomayer backfilling behind Billy Bernaccia, squeezes a shot in on Dave Baines, and then runs down Justin Rabikoff to tie this game up at 3-3 with 7:35 left to go here as Edmonton Impact blows the horn to save the time.
This is what World Cup is all about right now.
Absolutely.
3-3, both top-level teams playing at their best right now.
So we got ourselves a tie game. It's exactly what we wanted to see. 7 minutes and 35 seconds to go. San Antonio X Factor refusing to go quietly here. They tie it up against Edmonton Impact. Man, I can't wait to see what happens here. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back, and thank you for accessing awesome paintball gear from RazaLife.com.
Yeah, you know, Raza believes in creating something for absolutely everyone. You can customize any Raza jersey or have your own custom jersey designed just for you.
Wow, Raza sure makes it easy to represent who you are and where you're from with custom jerseys, pants, and much more.
You really can get in on the action and feast on all Raza has to offer by calling right away.
So the story of the year right now is how Raza can really bring out the style your team is looking for. Thanks for checking out RazaLife.com. Come right back after watching this tournament.
So welcome back here, 2013 PSP World Cup. This is the finale, Champions Division. These 2 teams throwing down to see who's going to be crowned champions for this year. And these teams haven't won a World Cup ever, neither one of these teams. Impact took second in 2009. That was a long time ago. San Antonio X Factor was able to take third last year, and now, man, in the running for first place, it's all tied up. It's a really close game. I can't even call who's going to win. Both these teams look real strong.
Yeah, both teams doing a good job of switching their game plans up, shooting bodies on the break and capitalizing. That last point, Grayson Goff recognized that X Factor had shot out the wide guy on the Dorito side, then instantly attacked up the middle to lock that side of the field off.
Look at this crowd right now. There is standing room only, people begging to get in, Maddie.
Yeah, and man, what an excited crowd here as the stands are packed completely full, standing room only, everyone on their feet here watching the finale of the World Cup, biggest event of the paintball world, man, and it's not disappointing right now at all. We've seen some great games. We've seen some great games the entire time, all through today's competition, Saturday and Friday. So we got a little technical timeout here, 7 minutes and 35 seconds to go, all tied up at 3 apiece. We'll be right back.
paintballdojo.com. Support your favorite pro teams. Get your name printed on pro team gear. paintballdojo.com. Lifestyle gear for players. Full color and completely custom options. You can build a custom design straight from our website. Gear available for both men and women. paintballdojo.com. Lifestyle gear for players.
Welcome back here. I'm Matty Marshall alongside Todd Martinez and Chris Lasoya. And Edmonton Impact and San Antonio X Factor have fought to a stalemate thus far. We still have 7 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in this race to 7 points. And both these teams obviously looking very hungry. I can't give an advantage to either one of these teams right now. I don't know, what about you guys? I mean, it's been back and forth here.
Impact. No, but honestly, both teams are playing really, really well right now, man. I can't pick a team. They're both playing so well that, I mean, it's a battle of attrition.
What do you think, Todd?
I really like the fact that Impact came right back again with the squad with Dave Baines, Rabikoff. Actually, this looks like a little bit of a hybrid squad. We got Rabikoff and Cornell coming out here to the snake side, switching it up a little bit, along with Joshua Met, Greg Sewers, and Dave Baines. But Dave Baines getting shot on the break, along with Archie Montemayor. So 2 big guns and a lot of paint walking off the field on both sides right now. 4 bodies on 4 bodies. Kemp, Roberts, Morrow, and Goff for X Factor.
No one in the snake for either team. Better field position on the D side of the field for Impact, but better position up the center for San Antonio X Factor. So it's kind of a toss-up right now on the field position battle. But then Justin Rabikoff making his move in the snake. And Justin Rabikoff doing a good job here in this matchup. The first couple points, Justin Rabikoff did a good job. And then look at this, though, losing bodies. San Antonio X Factor, Todd Morrow getting taken out by Justin Rabikoff.
What a good move. So fluid. Gets in there, shoots Todd Morrow like it was effortless. On your screen right now, that's X Factor trying to keep.
That's Grayson Goff right there on your screen behind that pin. He bumped over across from the Dorito side, but Justin Rabikoff gets another shot in on Grayson Goff and then comes to the inside and shoots Colt Roberts. So just 1 body left alive for X Factor. It's Scotty Kemp over there in the Dorito corner. And X Factor is going to blow the horn as the body. So good timeout by Edmonton Impact. Good call on making the switch and keeping Justin Rabikoff in there. He is fired up right now, and he wanted to come out here and get kills.
Todd, Justin Rabikoff just got himself a 3-pack. Justin Rabikoff's been here and done that before. He's been in big games, and that was a really crucial point for Edmonton Impact. Obviously, it's tied up, but when you have even breaks like that and even field positions and everyone's kind of sorting it out, trying to figure it out, sometimes it just comes down to one guy making a move and shooting a couple guys, and that's exactly what Justin Rabikoff did right there for Edmonton Impact. What a big pickup for Impact that Justin Rabikoff has been this season. He underperformed for damage last year, didn't really feel at home there, but he's had a great season for Edmonton Impact. One of our kill count leaders this year. Check out Paintball Access for the statistics, man, but Justin Rabikoff stepping up right here.
Yeah, well, if you've been watching all day, you remember Ryan Moorhead telling us that they got a high level of talent across the board, but they're not depending on certain guys just to come out and win games. They got a lot of guys with a lot of experience that know how to play paintball. And these guys are really working together right now and putting together solid points. So Edmonton Impact now with a 4-3 lead. About 1.5 minutes came off the board there, so still plenty of time for San Antonio X Factor to tie this back up. But, I mean, both these teams doing a good job of shooting bodies on the break. This could go either which way right now.
Looks like a timeout's been called by somebody on the field. And so it's going to, and it looks like X Factor being smart, calling a timeout right there. And with the momentum that Impact just got off that last point, they're definitely going to have to kind of reassess their game plans here, and most importantly, kind of just look each other in the eye and be like, hey, do you want to win the World Cup or not? We created ourselves into we got ourselves into this spot, so you know it's one of those situations that I don't know, Todd. If you were in this situation and you're the coach, what would you say?
I would be like, look, it's just 1 point. We're only down 1 point. We're going to play this 1 point at a time. You know, we know that both of these teams are capable of scoring points really, really quickly. As we saw X Factor earlier beat Heat. You know, they destroyed the snake side off the break. What I would do if I was X Factor, I would go back, talk about what the game plans that they were using when they were destroying Heat off the break on the snake side earlier this afternoon, and try and keep Justin Cornell from coming down that snake and getting a ton of kills.
Yeah, you know, I mean, X Factor's playing good paintball right now, but they need to pick it up a little bit. Impact, They're shooting really good lanes in the break and shutting those lanes down after the fact.
Yeah, that was a good run stopper right there. Good run stopper timeout. Impact calls the timeout. X Factor went on a little bit of a run right there, scored a few points in a row, and Impact was able to come, stop it, and get the lead back. So now,
well, let's check in with Lauren down on the sideline. She has X Factor.
I'm here to meet in the of X Factor. Minutes left. What do you think in your strategy to make sure you get all the points moving forward?
Well, really, it's simple with Impact. We just need to survive the breakouts. You know, we're strong believers in that we're better than them, man for man. You know, pound for pound. It's just the breakouts. You know, they have good guys in the back, and you know, we're more of an aggressive team, so it really affects us. But you know, it's 1 point at a time. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, we got 30 seconds. Let's see if they can tie this up.
Well, they definitely can tie it up. I mean, there's no penalties. They've got 5 guys alive. They got solid crew out there. Scotty Kemp playing awesome at this event. 7 confirmed kills for him just in this game alone. Archie Montemayor with 4, Colt Roberts 2, Grayson Goff 4, Billy Bernaccia 1. So, you know, they got a great crew out there. It's just up to those 5 players to step up and ask themselves, am I going to be able to execute out there against this amazing Impact team and try to win the World Cup for my squad?
1 point away, 4-3 in favor of Impact right now. Impact going to work. X Factor, Billy Bernaccia all the way to Snake on the break.
And one body shot, Justin Cornell for Edmonton Impact, walking off the field early. Huge kill, very risky run to the snake side corner, but Archie Montemayor makes it. And I think he might have shot Justin Cornell on the way out. Scotty Kemp off to the races again down the Dorito side, but he gets clipped on the bump. So evening up bodies right now, Edmonton Impact 4-4. And Justin Rabikoff is looking to get moving over here on the snake side. He's got help with him in the snake side corner as well. But Billy Bernaccia is sitting in snake too, looking to get kills across the field.
Only 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go here. Both of these teams with 4 bodies left as Scotty Kemp comes off getting shot by Greg Sewers. Justin Cornell got shot by Archie Montemayor. Justin Rabikoff, man, he's the kill count leader for both these teams right now with 9 confirmed. So who's gonna step up here? Even bodies, but it's up to San Antonio X Factor. They have to push forward. If time expires, we're gonna crown Edmonton Impact as the World Cup champions. So look for X Factor to try to make something happen.
Oh, and Dave Baines is in the snake side corner, receives a minor penalty, had gotten shot on the fill out, and the referee had not noticed it. Gets Justin Rabikoff pulled, and now Billy Bernaccia is gonna have the entire snake side of the field to himself.
You know, and for somebody as seasoned as Dave Baines, I mean, how many World Cup finals has Dave Baines played in? My God, a ton.
I can't. My fingers can't count that high.
Yeah, but here comes San Antonio X Factor, and on the strength of that penalty from Dave Baines, they are going to tie this up here. We got ourselves a game, man.
Unbelievable.
What a close game.
I would never expect anything less than what's going on right now.
Well, we saw it in the Challengers division with and congratulations, Todd, for taking that victory with Vicious. We saw a close game there, and we're seeing another one here. And so, wow, I don't know. Again, too close to call. It's completely up to the guys down there in the field. Neither team really dominant at all right now, and both teams scrapping down for each one of these point victories. It's 4-4, 4 minutes and 37 seconds to go. We'll be right back. And we are back here as the sun's starting to set in the last game of the tournament. The rest of the tournament has been completed, and we are waiting to see who we are going to crown the 2013 PSP World Champions. Is it going to be San Antonio X Factor with Scotty Kemp having an amazing event for them? But pretty much across the board, you know, Dimitri Nino is playing with a broken hand. Archie Montemayor has really stepped up as well. Colt Roberts has had some points. Todd Morrow's got a lot of points for them too. Full team effort for San Antonio X Factor and Impact. Man, Justin Rabikoff and Justin Cornell been splitting time a little bit over here, but Justin Cornell playing a lot of points for him. But now it's Justin Rabakoff, and they're riding him over here on the Snake side. He's coming out to play this next point. 9 confirmed kills for him.
Yeah, I would definitely ride Justin Rabakoff right now. He's been in this situation a few times. He's there with Ryan Moorhead and Tim Montresor, Dave Baines, and Greg Sewers busting out to that Dorito can with Dave Baines. Ryan Moorhead to the can.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, Justin
Major
Rabakoff.
penalty on Justin Rabakoff right now. Maddie, that's detrimental.
Well,
and there's Dave Baines getting out to the corner, though.
Yeah, so Justin Rabakoff going to have to spend 2 minutes in the box, and let's see how many points San Antonio X Factor can score here off of that. They need to get it going, and here comes Archie Montemayor to try to take down the last player for Edmonton Impact, and he does. So Justin Rabakoff, we were just talking about how amazing he'd been playing, and he had been, but riding the line a little bit too much, gets that major penalty, and that is the worst thing that could have happened to Impact right now. We're looking in the X Factor pits right now. There's Dixon Yang talking to Ryan Brand, the coach. I really like what Ryan Brand and Paul Richards and Ryan Brand, the two coaches for tag team and the coaching duties for San Antonio X Factor, and doing a great job with them. Todd, you know how hard it is to coach a top-level team.
Yeah, I got to be proud right now. If you're a fan of paintball at home, you have to be proud of what Ryan Brand has done through all the struggle to continue to work hard and believe in his team and pump them up. And also for Paul Richards, for him to believe Damage after he's already won this event here with Damage, to come help San Antonio X Factor and get them to this stage, and also put them in position to have an opportunity to win the World Cup. 4 minutes left to go. San Antonio X Factor up 5-4 right now over Edmonton Impact, and Edmonton Impact will be playing 2 of those minutes with Justin Rabakoff in the box, 4-on-5.
And that's detrimental, man. Justin Rabakoff is a driving force on Impact.
And we just saw in the pits for San Antonio X Factor, man, these guys, they're riding their starters pretty hard right now. And there's no excuses at this point, though. So even though they're riding their starters hard, you got to just keep making them do it. You know, I mean, who else is going to win them these points right now?
Finish on empty, Matty. Finish on empty.
What
else do you have left?
I've seen Todd. Todd threw up me one time at the World Cup. I mean, he run it till you can't run it no more.
No, exactly. Like Todd, like
going.
you said, finish on empty. I mean, do you want to finish the World Cup thinking, oh man, I had a little bit more in my tank? Absolutely not. You know, I mean, even if you have to collapse after the last point, regardless, win or lose, effort is what's required. And these teams, man, exerting a massive amount of effort out here.
Yeah, on the Ironman, when you won the World Cup, Matty, you're the same way, man. I saw you throwing up. I was there. I was there.
Yeah, well, you gotta give it your all, man. Whatever it takes.
On the break right now, X Factor going to work. Billy Bernaccia getting out to the corner.
Archie Montemayor getting shot on the break, standing in the flag station, as well as Dixon Yang losing an early gun battle.
And that's what Impact wanted to happen. They needed to shoot a couple guys off the break. Best case situation for them is Dixon Yang, Archie Montemayor coming off early. So it's just Billy Bernaccia, Scott Kemp, and Grayson Goff left to try to get it done. The thing, though, is that Impact still has to score a point to tie it up.
Oh, and Greg Sewers loses a gun battle and gets shot in the face again. Out of that Dorito 1, Zach Yakimek over here on the Snake can with Justin Cornell. Just the two of them on the Snake side. 53 seconds left on Rabakoff's major. Zane Yakimek, he's the lone body on the Dorito side for Edmonton Impact. San Antonio X Factor, they have 3 bodies left alive as well. Grayson Goff, Billy Bernaccia, and Scott Kemp. Scott Kemp making his way into the Dorito 2, that Dorito side temple, but he gets picked off on his bump by Justin Cornell across the field.
Well, let's see if Billy Bernaccia and Grayson Goff can step it up here for San Antonio X Factor. They're facing 3 bodies on Impact, Yakimek, Cornell, and
Actually,
X Factor blew the horn right there because they want to still start on the break. 'Cause we talk about how important it is to win these games on the break, and right there, Ryan Brand electing to blow the horn to finish with 26 seconds still on the major.
Well, I mean, but I don't know. Is that the right call? Because you're basically giving the tying point to the team.
It is the right call because it is a 3-on-2 in favor of Impact. And if they let that other 26 seconds burn off, Justin Rabakoff will come out of the box and make it a 4-on-2.
I agree with Todd in that one for sure.
No, for sure. I forgot that there was that penalty on the clock because absolutely then they get that 4-on-2. But the only thing, I'm just going to throw it in there, is that with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, they still got to close that game out. And then it would have been tied. You might have had to overtime. I don't know. It's one of those things. I agree with you. It's fine. It's a totally fine call. But hey, the call happened. I do agree with that. I think that works. Well, regardless, what makes it dramatic, though, is now we are going to start. It's going to be 5-on-5, 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. And Justin Rabakoff is still going to be in the box. But, man, best case scenario there for Edmonton Impact.
Yeah, you know, get a G in the break ASAP. Get down the snake side, because that's where all the G's are coming from for sure. Having J-Rab in the box on the break is a huge advantage, because he's such a good player. And he scares me.
Well, hey, tell me that if X Factor, you know, we still got some game to play here, but if X Factor does end up losing this match, they're going to look back at that point right there, and they're going to say, hey, that was our point to solidify our victory. We had the power play, and we didn't do anything with it. So a mistake by San Antonio X Factor, that last point, to let Impact get back in this matchup. Here we go, 10 seconds before the start of this next point. It's all tied up at 5 apiece, 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Can San Antonio X Factor try to shoot Impact off the break, or is Impact going to even it up? We'll see.
Oh, looked like Billy Bernaccia may have caught one in the pack, maybe not. So all 5 bodies alive for San Antonio X Factor, and unable to shoot anybody on the break for Edmonton Impact. So the gamble does not necessarily, the gamble does pay off as a referee finds a hit on Justin Cornell and calls a penalty on Justin. So 2 bodies getting pulled. Zach Yakimek gets pulled, but Justin Rabakoff comes right out of the box, but he takes a face full of paint.
Yeah, so San Antonio X Factor right now, this is their game to win. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go.
The red flag of death going down. Good Lord, right there. I mean, a major penalty at this point in the game, 5 to 5.
And that's two major penalties that Edmonton Impact has had here. Justin Cornell got one, Rabakoff got one. That's 2 of their star players. You cannot have your star players out there getting penalties and expect to win the World Cup. Now San Antonio X Factor 1 point away from being the Cinderella story here at the World Cup.
Maddie, it's hard to win in any game with penalties. This is the 3rd penalty that Edmonton Impact has got this game. Cost them every time. Dave Baines got that minor, cost him a point. Justin Cornell gets this major, cost him a point. They're lucky that this game is not over right now with all these penalties. San Antonio X Factor, though, does capitalize and does go up 6 to 5, 1 point away from securing the World Cup.
And also this game brought to you by TradeMyGun.com. You want some good deals on guns. They also sell everything. TradeMyGun.com, awesome company and a big supporter of paintball. They have tons of teams that they sponsor. So TradeMyGun.com. Check out their website. So here we go, 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. And, oh man, I don't know who's going to win this match.
You know what, Maddie, you talked about this earlier. I mean, it's going to be win, lose, or draw by penalties. I don't want this World Cup to be, decided by penalties, but unfortunately for Justin Cornell, he got a major. Oh man, 6 to 5 right now in favor of San Antonio X Factor.
Yeah, and no timeouts for either team. 2:05 left to go. Both teams are going to have to play it no matter what. They both used their timeouts earlier in the 3-4 points. So San Antonio X Factor right now, it's theirs to take home if they can win this point. Edmonton Impact, they're going to need to score a point to even it up and then possibly send it to overtime depending on how this breakout goes. But 2 minutes, a lot of time, but they will be playing with 4 bodies for 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Here we go. This could be the deciding point to decide who is going to be the 2013 PSP World Cup title holders. And it looks like Edmonton Impact losing a body off the break here.
Yeah, Greg Sewers gets shot out of that Dorito side can. Just Ryan Moorhead for Impact, and Ryan Moorhead gets shot by Billy Bernaccia across the field. 2 bodies left alive. Justin Rabakoff fighting his life away. He gets shot. Just 1 body. There he is on your screen right there for Edmonton Impact. That's Zach Yakimek, the last hope for Edmonton right now. But he faces all 5 San Antonio X Factor players. It looks like it's going to be a matter of time as San Antonio X Factor comes charging down the middle of the field, playing it smart, rolling their guns. Here comes Archie. Here comes Grayson. Billy Bernaccia sitting in the spot.
Right there. And X Factor is going to take the win.
An amazing job by San Antonio X Factor as they take the victory. What an amazing story. X Factor underperformed all year long, But hey, you can come to World Cup and completely redeem yourself and define your year, and that is exactly what we just saw. Hats off to every single person on that team. Man, so much hard work has gone on behind the scenes. Check out the roster for Planet Eclipse. You can see the story of the current 2013 PSP World Champions. Wow. San Antonio X Factor defeating Edmonton Impact, who came into this event highly favored. And, you know, a lot of people counted out X Factor. They had watched them perform this year, and they didn't think that, you know, hey, X Factor, they didn't show it, you know, but they came into this event fired up. They trained incredibly hard for this, and they earned it. They earned it the hard way. So congratulations to San Antonio X Factor as they are celebrating right now. Again, this game sponsored by TradeMyGun.com. Check out the website. They got lots of deals on awesome guns. Wow, X Factor.
Wow. The people that know X Factor never gave up hope. X Factor never gave up hope. These guys were plagued by penalties all year, fought their way out of relegation games to stay in the Champions Division. And all it took was one weekend here in October to put together 3 solid days of paintball, and now X Factor will be taking home their first World Cup.
Unbelievable. You know what? Cinderella story, like you said, Maddie. I love these guys, and they deserve it. They fought their way out, were almost relegated, and now they're back, and they win the World Cup.
That's what's so amazing about professional paintball. It's really up to you. It's completely up to you. How hard do you want to work? How much faith do you have in your guys? And then what effort are you willing to put out there when the pressure hits? And these guys have proved right here, right now, that they are pressure players. And not only that, we can now say they're world champions. Wow, it's such an amazing story for San Antonio X Factor. I can't wait to hear from them. We're having Lauren down there. She's going to get us an interview, but you can see a triumphant San Antonio X Factor. And Scotty Kemp, what an amazing story there. You know, he had struggled with the Ironman last season. Then he went to Infamous for World Cup last year and didn't have a team. Showed up at the X Factor tryouts, dominated there. They picked him up. They knew he was, you know, he's won before, world champion himself. And they knew picking up some experience that eventually Scotty Kemp would find his form. And he trained so hard for this. How fast did Scotty Kemp look at this event?
You know what? All I saw was shoes. I'm telling you, you'd call it, and I see a shoe, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's
and there's Dimitri Ninos and the owner right there, Alex Martinez. You want to talk about somebody who should be incredibly proud of himself is Alex Martinez. Man, Alex Martinez came from humble beginnings. He's a self-made man and you know, such a big supporter. They have a paintball field out there in San Antonio, and he's believed in his guys, believed in his team, and worked so long and so hard to make sure that they had the chance to come out and redeem themselves. And it took them a lot of seasons. They haven't won a PSP event in a long time, but if you're going to win one, you might as well win the World Cup.
Oh, ambassador.
Unbelievable, man.
So Alex Martinez, hats off to you, my friend. I mean, you're a true amazing person, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, so
ambassador to paintball.
Yeah, absolutely. So, wow, you know, we all know X Factor. We know how hard they've gone through. Different players on their team. They lost some players, picked some new players up. They had to get rid of Zach Wake with the penalties. They've been plagued by penalties. But they fought through everything. No matter what confronted them at this event, no matter who was in front of them, they just found a way to make it happen. They beat some good teams. They lost some games. But at the end of the day, they stepped up and they won the most important game of the year, and they are now the 2013 PSP World Cup champions. My God, it is such an amazing event here. You know, there's so many good games that we saw throughout the divisional ranks. Todd, again, congratulations to you guys, as Vicious is going to be playing in the Champions Division again, and you guys won the Challengers League. And before, well, actually, no, it looks like we have Lauren Kelly down with the champions. Let's check it out.
I am down here on the field with your new World Cup winners. How do you guys feel?
I feel awesome.
That's not that much excitement. Were you guys getting nervous there at all? It was a really close match.
No, we knew it was going to be hard fought. It's been hard fought all week, and you know, every team out there is a championship team, and that's just the way it is. You see how many close games, and that's the way it went.
Ryan, are you still #1 in fantasy paintball?
I think I might have won fantasy paintball.
He thinks he may have won fantasy paintball. Well, congratulations, guys. You played so hard this weekend. Here are your World Cup winners, X Factor. How are you going to celebrate?
I don't know.
Practice with snap shooting 2014. We're already
We're getting ready for 2014.
Well, everyone's got to watch out then. Getting ready already. Well, congratulations. There you have it, guys.
I want to say hi to the Lawn family. Their son Christian is in intensive care hospice right now, and they're watching from the hospital room. So thank you guys very much for your support. And
get healthy.
Get healthy.
All right, win was for them. Congratulations. And that's it on the field. Here are your winners, X Factor.
Woo!
Man, I feel like I could talk for a long time. And we'll have a bunch of stories about all the struggles that these guys went through. You can check out the roster too. As the season progresses, you'll see exactly how was it that the current world champions were able to build up that team. Well, you're going to have to check out the roster to find out. But I'll tell you what, man, there's just so many good stories there. Billy Bernaccia, look at him. You know, he came onto the team last year and struggled, really didn't perform well up until the World Cup. Then he stepped up. They took third last year at the World Cup. And then, boom, they hit 2014. And, you know, Billy's been pretty consistent since then. But, you know, what a team effort from them. Colt Roberts, Archie Montemayor, and, man, they got a lot of good performances by Todd Morrill. Such an amazing job by San Antonio X Factor. Such an awesome story. First time they've ever won the World Cup, and they earned it the hard way.
They did earn it, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, so
Up here with X Factor on the podium. They are your champs for World Cup. You guys were kind of the underdogs coming into this. You weren't top 4 coming into the weekend, and you are first place for World Cup. What does that show everyone at home?
It really shows you all the talent in the Champions Division. I mean, anybody can win it, seriously. You saw Aftershock come in and give everybody hard games. So, I mean, it's just really, really cutthroat now, and anybody can win. Hard work pays off.
Everyone played so well this weekend, and you guys did amazing, obviously. Is there anyone you want to thank?
I just want to thank GI, Alex Martinez, Eclipse, HK Army, all our sponsors, you know, for everything, and my teammates, and a lot of heart. Everybody showed a lot of heart.
All right, well, congratulations. We will see you next year, hopefully back on the podium. Have you guys already celebrated, or do you have a bottle of wine to pop? Okay.
Hey, we've all had champagne in our eyes. That is no fun at all.
Hey, well, it's a good sting.
It's a good sting,
yeah,
absolutely. But it hurts so good.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. So, man, again, as we've been saying here, congratulations to San Antonio X Factor, as they are the 2013 PSP World Champs. Can't wait to see what they bring in. It was interesting. I mean, the first thing they said was, hey, we're going to be practicing for 2014 already. I think they want to, obviously, you know, they won the World Cup, so it doesn't get any better than that. But, you know, I think they want to come out and be one of those teams that's constantly always in the hunt for a win. You know, one of those top, like this year was Damage, Heat, Dynasty, and Impact. That were constantly the teams that getting in there, and that's what X Factor wants to be, for sure. You know, and now, I mean, well, you want to talk about the favorites for heading into next year. Well, it doesn't get any better right now than San Antonio X Factor, as we are going to crown them the champions. So before we sign off, we have to thank the people behind the scenes. No idea what goes on behind the scenes here to make this happen for you guys. First up, the PSP referees, Leon Miller, Anthony Fernandez, Matt Jones, Justin Traub, CJ Traub, Brent Goheen, Tony Von Ron, Glenn Feibel, Alex Rant, Z, and Justin Bryce doing the work out there. So hard, man. They are out there 12 games a day dealing with all the players and trying to keep control of the action. So, yeah, man, good job all year long from the PSP referees holding it down and doing the most thankless job in the sport of paintball. Man, hats off to those guys. So let's check out the guys behind categorizing all of the statistics here for Paintball Access. If it wasn't for these guys, we wouldn't have statistics, and we wouldn't have fantasy paintball. Cade Coleman, the leader over there, as well as Brian Radford and Eric Wright, Josh Connolly, Nick Lucado, Pat McHugh, TJ Eves, Matt Bodden, and of course, good friend of ours, Matt Schuster.
Matt Schuster.
Yeah, so those are the guys spending long hours, early mornings and late nights, trying to make sure that all the statistics get categorized properly. And also like to thank the APPA. If it wasn't for their engine and Joseph Reiger and, of course, Chris Rail behind the scenes, man, those two guys right there building the engines that help organize the sport. So important, man. Absolutely. So, and big prime movers, APPA powering the fantasy and also the stats, and as well as Amanda Grunke, Rebecca Gast, Kent Kettner, Jenna Parlin, and Tony Hauser, APPA staff. And also, these are our boys and girl, Paintball Access staff, bringing you here the webcast, PBA webcast. Todd Martinez, Chris Lasoya, Darren Cesenia, our technical director, and guy behind the scenes. LJ Penna doing graphics, Andy Ferguson, Chris Summers, our other technical director, Jacob Strong, Dylan DiMaggio, Matt Weber, Andy Olick, Gordon Yuld, Jake Lobin, Luis Salcedo, the one, the only Lauren Kelly, Phil Rudick, Bruce Demenge, Seth Nagel, and John Arkilla. So wow, what an amazing event. But also before we sign off, the people behind the scenes here at the PSP bringing the best paintball events in the world to you guys, Dave DeHaan and Lane Wright, Tom Cole, Camille Lemansky, and Burt Wright. So much hard work goes in to make this happen. Matthew Frondorf, Nick Costner, Richard Hernandez, Matty Morse, Brian Berg, Eric Brown, Brian Braden Jr., Danny Wilson, and Jordan Goetz. So that is going to do it here from Fantasy of Flight here in Polk City, Florida. It's been an amazing weekend. The end of the season has come to us. I'm a little sad, not going to lie. We're going to have to wait until 2014 for more amazing paintball. So thank you guys for supporting us and continue to do so. Help us spread the paintball gospel by sharing our content from Paintball Access, and let people know about how fun and how amazing paintball is. Such a great thing in your life, and man, it's been a great season. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Matty Marshall with Todd Martinez and Chris Asoya, and on behalf of our entire broadcast crew, we will see you guys in 2014.